Alright, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about our online classes. As you can see, you'll access these again from the left-hand side navigation. It's a single sign-on process, so even though you're leaving and going to our e-learning website, which is a Moodle implementation, you won't have to create a new account or sign in separately. You can see here that we have 4 levels of our career planning curriculum. Those are roughly broken out to grades 7 through 9, 10, 11, and 12. For the 2 higher levels, we actually have 3 separate courses, and those are broken out for students who are planning to go to college, students who are planning to go to a technology center or trade school, and students who are planning to go straight to work. What you just saw was a student signing up to a class using an enrollment key. That enrollment key is something that is going to be unique to each teacher, and that allows the student to sign up directly underneath that teacher so that only that teacher can view that student's assignments. As you can see here, there are 15 assignments for each course. And under each assignment you'll see 3 separate activities. The first activity is going to be some sort of math activity, so this might be a graphing activity, it could be completing an equation, it might be filling out a sample budget. All of these are enabled for online submissions and online grading. However, for students that this may not be appropriate for, or if the teacher prefers not to do it online, we do offer a printed version of these materials. So here we're demonstrating one of the graphing activities, which is probably one of the more technically involved activities on the site. You can see that the student can type in a label for the graph and then click where they want that label to go. They can even modify the font, the size, and the type. And then it's fairly similar to like a Microsoft Paint type of application where they can select a shape that they want to draw and select a color, and then just click and drag on the screen. Once a student submits an assignment for grading, it's then available for the teacher to go in and assign a grade at a later time. The second type of activity that you're going to see under each assignment is going to be a writing activity or a language activity. This is going to be a brief, usually 1 or 2 paragraphs, strictly descriptive type of question here. Many times this could work well even as a simple discussion between the teacher or transition coach and the student or client. The third type of activity that you'll see is what we call a critical reasoning activity. So we're going to ask students to take the information from their first 2 activities and put together a reasoned answer. This is more likely going to be a longer essay type question. However, that again is something that is at the discretion of the teacher or the transition coach. So, for example, if the first activity is asking a student to create a sample budget based on how much money they think they're going to need to live on, the second activity might ask them to describe what their ideal lifestyle looks like, what kind of house they want to live in, what kind of car they want to drive. The third activity is going to ask them to do a little bit more research and figure out if that budget that they came up with is realistic based on the lifestyle that they're describing, or if they think they'll actually need more money than what they thought, or maybe they overestimated and they won't need to make as much money as they thought. So all of this curriculum is geared towards asking students to start thinking about what they want their future to look like and what steps they need to take to make that happen. We really want to encourage them to start asking themselves the right questions and reasoning through why they want to pursue the career they want to pursue. The more thought they give to it before they get into the career, the more likely they are to stay in that career and to be in a career that they find fulfilling, both professionally and personally.